A middle school teacher in Ventura, California, who also happens to be a QAnon believer, went on an insane rant against all sorts of things, including the vaccine, our whole democratic process. She thinks the elections are full of fraud and were stolen from Donald Trump. And she didn't do this in the teacher's lounge. She didn't do this when she was amongst friends and family. She did this in front of her classroom at Anacapa Middle School in Ventura, California. Now, we know about this because one of her students recorded her after the student went and talked to his mother about the rants that his teacher typically goes on. And the mother wanted to know, wanted evidence of it. And so the teacher was eventually recorded. So we have part of that recording for you. Let's listen.
They're now saying that they don't want to give babies back. Like if you have a baby in the hospital, they don't want to give it back to you if you're not vaccinated. This is a complete power control grab. And people need to wake up and see that the government has way too much power right now.
We do not need to talk about the election as well.
Well, I'm telling them, hold on, I'm telling them, well, there were audits. This is information. There were audits, and the audits came back and saw that it was fraudulent. But so how is that an opinion?
At the court, already they proved it's not fraud.
No, but have you read into the audits?
Yeah.
So the audits proved. So nothing's going to get overturned, but the audits did prove.
These days, a lot of people, they have different opinions.
Yes, but there's a difference between opinions and facts.
Do you think that it's flawed? Election was a flawed. Is that a fact?
I'm not saying the entire election, but the states where the audits were done, yes. There is facts, there are statistics, and I can pull up those facts and statistics right now. These are not opinions, these are facts.
So that wasn't critical race theory. That wasn't, meant to teach children to hate the founding of this country. That was just full-blown insane propaganda. And apparently it happens so often that this middle schooler has told his parents that he's terrified of the vaccine, that he doesn't believe in it, and the parents are justifiably furious about it.
Yeah. I can't help but keep it real. All right, so it's an 8th grader, and the parents are saying he's distraught and he won't listen to his own parents. That 8th grader is pretty old. I'm surprised at that reaction. Okay, you should be able to tell your kids, no, that's not true. Here, let's go out, look at it on Google, etc. It looks like I feel bad about it because I'm on their side generally, but it looks like they're setting up for a lawsuit. But we'll see how that goes.
Okay, let me also just note, he's 13, 14, he doesn't listen to his parents anyway.
Okay, well, fair enough.
That's the whole point of being a teenager. But
so let's go to the heart of the story.
I'm not trying to excuse what the teacher is saying. The teacher should not be going on QAnon rants in front of her classroom.
Yeah, that's the heart of the story, obviously. So look, in Virginia, the Republicans pretended that they teach critical race theory in the schools. They don't. It was a lie all along. And they disrespected the parents. They lied to the parents over and over again. Democrats are incompetent, so they didn't do anything about it. In this case, here's a teacher who's actually indoctrinating the kids. Of course, Democrats don't say anything about it because they're incompetent as a party squared, incompetent squared, right? But is it bad? Yeah, no, and she keeps saying it's not an opinion, it's a fact, and that's your teacher telling you with authority
exactly.
that that's the case. And she went on to have more lunatic conspiracy theories, which are even worse. And she should be fired. This is not even close. Oh, cancel culture. Now we can't lie to the kids in school anymore? Yeah, you can't. Your job is to teach them and teach them things that are true, not teach them things that are false. You're not doing your job.
Yeah.
That's the easiest firing decision of all time.
In fact, look, for all the parents who are panicking about comprehensive sex education, get a load of this. One of the things that she talked about was Hunter Biden, and she said Hunter Biden, for example, is doing deals with China and Ukraine and all these places where he was funneling money illegally. This is the part though. He also had child pornography on his laptop. He was having sexual intercourse with his own niece. What are you doing? What is that? I've got no love for Hunter Biden. I don't care about Hunter Biden. That is not something that you're supposed to be discussing in front of your middle school students.
Yeah, look, if you said he got a shady deal with the Ukrainian gas company, nobody cares, that's fine. And it's a history class and that's relatively true. And even if it was around the edges, nobody's gonna make a big deal out of it, right? But child porn on his lap, even if that was true, why are you telling 13-year-olds that? It's so inappropriate.
Having sexual intercourse with his own niece?
It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Guys, look, you can't teach things that aren't true. So if a math teacher with having nothing to do with politics was like, all right, now kids, remember, it's not an opinion, it's a fact, 2 + 2 = 5, you'd have to fire him too because it doesn't equal 5, he's not doing his job. And she went on even crazier QAnon type of rants. There's just no end to how wrong she was on every count. It's not a close case, she should be fired. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.